Right now, as you watch this, there's a YouTube animation channel raking in millions of views while paying animators just $6 an hour. And there's another channel where a single creator works months on each video, building one of the most loyal fan bases on the platform. So what separates the beloved from the hated? Buckle up, because this rabbit hole goes deeper than you think. Section 1. The Tale of Two Worlds. YouTube animation exists in two parallel universes. In one, creators pour their hearts into original stories, building empires on authenticity and craft. In the other, content farms churn out videos at breakneck speed, exploiting both animators and algorithms, and somehow both can have millions of subscribers, but only one earns respect. Let's start with the dark side, because, trust me, you need to know what's lurking in your recommended feed. Section 2. The Exploiters. Nutshell Animations. Picture this. You're a skilled animator. You spend 8 hours crafting a video for a channel with millions of subscribers. The channel earns thousands from that video. You get paid $50. Not $50 per hour, $50 total. That's $6.25 an hour. This isn't a hypothetical nightmare. This is Nutshell Animations. Nutshell has over 9 million subscribers and pulls in an estimated $234,000 monthly. Their formula? Take trending audio, animate it with their group of characters, upload constantly. Sounds simple, right? Here's the catch. They don't do the work themselves. Multiple animators came forward in early 2025, breaking their silence about working conditions that would make most people quit on day one. The channel operates with about 20 different animators, all working freelance, all severely underpaid. But here's where it gets worse. These animators weren't even getting credited for their work. One former animator revealed the brutal math. If you're good at what you do and spend 8 hours on a quality animation, you're making less than minimum wage in most countries. But if you rush through it in an hour, making something deliberately low effort, suddenly that $50 doesn't look so bad. The system literally rewards laziness and punishes craftsmanship. And wait, because here's the kicker. When the allegations went public, instead of addressing the concerns or changing their payment structure, Nutshell doubled down. The company argued they weren't doing anything illegal, which technically might be true. But legality and morality aren't the same thing, are they? Mini hook. But if you think that's bad, wait until you hear about the channel that got sued for $1 billion franchise theft. Section 3. The Copycat Controversy. Wolfoo, meet Wolfoo. A 5-year-old wolf living his best animated life. Videos targeted at preschoolers. Bright colors, simple stories, millions of views, and a massive lawsuit from the owners of Peppa Pig. In January 2022, Entertainment One, the company behind Peppa Pig, filed a case in London's High Court against Sconnect, the Vietnamese studio producing Wolfoo. The accusations? Copyright infringement, trademark violation, and passing off. Translation: Wolfoo allegedly looked, sounded, and felt way too much like Peppa Pig. The evidence was damning. Entertainment One claimed that Wolfoo videos used art styles almost identical to Peppa Pig, included audio clips directly lifted from Peppa episodes, and even featured actual Peppa Pig imagery in the backgrounds of Wolfoo videos. Images of Peppa on clocks and watering cans, just casually hanging out in Wolfoo's world. But the controversy didn't stop at visuals. Parents and critics noticed Wolfoo's heavy use of gross-out humor, potty jokes, defecation gags, anthropomorphic organs doing things that made parents squirm, content that some argued crossed the line from silly to inappropriate for preschoolers. After the lawsuit, YouTube took down numerous Wolfoo videos. Some were later re-uploaded following intervention by Vietnamese authorities, but many remain removed. The legal battle revealed something crucial about YouTube's global reach. Sconnect argued they were only targeting Vietnam and the United States, not the UK. The court wasn't buying it. The channel had advertisements in British pounds, content dubbed in multiple languages, including French and Spanish, and UK-themed scenery in videos. The intent to capture international markets was crystal clear. On Reddit and YouTube comments, the debate raged. One user put it bluntly, "Peppa Pig is 100,000 times better than Wolfoo, the trash. I don't even know who those 11 million people subscribing to him are." The lesson? It's not enough to be popular with kids. When your visuals echo something else too closely or include content parents find objectionable, the backlash comes fast and hard. Now, let's flip the script, because for every channel gaming the system, there's a creator showing us how it's supposed to be done. Section 4. The Originals, Pencilmation. Since 2009, Ross Bollinger has been doing something remarkable with stick figures and doodles. No drama, no scandals, no exploitation, just pure original creativity week after week. Pencilmation is gloriously simple. A pencil draws characters. Chaos ensues. Slapstick humor. Physical comedy. Not a single word of dialogue. And yet, tens of millions of subscribers tune in religiously. What makes Pencilmation work? Consistency married to originality. The channel hasn't resorted to trending audio or shock value. It doesn't ride on the coattails of popular franchises. Every joke, every gag, every animation is original. The style is instantly recognizable. Kids love the silly humor. Adults appreciate the timing and craft. Comments on Pencilmation videos read like love letters. "This show is so good. I remember when I was young, I used to always watch it." Another viewer shared, "This brings back memories from my childhood." People trust Pencilmation because it's never tried to trick them, exploit them, or be something it's not. There's a profound lesson here. You don't need to be the flashiest or upload daily to earn respect. Pencilmation proves that originality plus consistency plus appropriate content equals lasting love. It's not always the most viral, but it's built something more valuable: legacy. Section 5. The Storyteller, The Odd Ones Out. James Rallison, better known as The Odd Ones Out, took simple drawings and turned them into a 20 million subscriber empire. His secret weapon? Being himself. The Odd Ones Out creates storytime animations about everyday life, work mishaps, childhood memories, random observations. The animation style is basic, almost primitive by industry standards, but that's never been the point. The magic is in the storytelling. James has this gift for making the mundane hilarious. A video about working at Subway becomes an 8-minute journey that holds your attention like a thriller. His video about childhood fears? Over 30 million views. His music video about existential dread? 112 million views. But here's what separates James from content farmers: vulnerability and authenticity. He doesn't manufacture stories for clicks. He shares genuine experiences, complete with awkwardness and honesty. Fans don't just watch his videos, they feel like they're hanging out with a friend. One fan captured it perfectly in the comments. "I couldn't fall asleep the other night, so I put on one of James's older videos, and his voice is so relaxing. It felt like I was listening to ASMR. After just watching 2 of his old videos, I fell asleep like a baby." That's not the relationship content farms build. That's trust. That's connection. That's what happens when you choose authenticity over algorithm manipulation. The numbers prove it. James uploads roughly once every month and a half. That's the opposite of what YouTube's algorithm supposedly rewards. Yet each upload brings millions of views and hundreds of thousands of new subscribers. Quality over quantity isn't just a slogan for him. It's the entire business model. But what if I told you the most loved animator on YouTube barely shows his face and works primarily with stick figures? Section 6. The Artist, Alan Becker. Alan Becker is YouTube animation royalty. His Animator vs. Animation series has captivated audiences since 2006, building a legacy that spans nearly 2 decades. The concept sounds simple. Stick figures battle their creator, but the execution? Masterful. Becker's animations feature complex fight choreography, creative use of digital tools, and storytelling that requires zero dialogue. The action speaks for itself. What elevates Alan Becker from popular to beloved? 3 things: technical excellence, educational generosity, and community building. First, the craft. His animations are meticulously timed and visually stunning. Every frame demonstrates understanding of physics, motion, and storytelling. Comments consistently praise the artistry. "I've never seen something so mathematically accurate while so entertaining," one viewer wrote. Another added, "The sound design here is simply masterful and makes the whole thing feel physical and very satisfying." Second, education. Unlike creators who gatekeep their knowledge, Becker shares tutorials, behind-the-scenes content, and animation techniques. He's not just entertaining, he's teaching the next generation of animators. Third, integrity. He's built his success without controversy, without exploiting others, without compromising his vision. His team is credited, his collaborators are paid fairly. His content remains family-friendly, while being sophisticated enough to admire from a technical standpoint. The Amazing Digital Circus and other indie animations that dominated 2024 owe a debt to pioneers like Alan Becker. He proved that stick figure animation could be art, that YouTube could be a legitimate platform for serious animators, that you could build upward in your craft and outward to your community simultaneously. And yes, unfortunately, content farms will keep churning out algorithmic sludge. But here's the thing about YouTube. Quality eventually wins. Not always quickly, not always fairly, but consistently enough that the creators who put in the work, who treat people right, who build something real, they're the ones who leave legacies. So the next time an animation pops up in your feed, ask yourself, is this made with love or manufactured for clicks? Does it respect my time and intelligence, or is it just farming my attention? The answer will tell you everything you need to know about whether to hit subscribe or keep scrolling. Because in the battle between beloved creators and controversial channels, you're not just a viewer, you're the judge, jury, and ultimately the deciding vote.